Hello, I'm Delwyn Armstrong from oracle.Inc.com, and I wanted to quickly put this video together for you today because I really want to encourage you to start understanding the meaning of your dreams, because I've recognized that you will be given meanings in your dreams to help you come up with solutions for right where you're at. So if you're needing a solution today for areas that you're responsible for you personally or for others, then actually take a good look at your dreams. I want to encourage and inspire you by a life that has actually inspired me, and that's a man called Dr. Thomas Bernardo. And we've all heard of that name. He was such a great gentleman that rescued many children off the streets that were homeless and orphans, and gave them a home and gave them a life. But little do we know about how much he actually dreamed. But there's a couple of recorded dreams of his that he wrote out that actually have really inspired me to look again at the meanings of my dreams, and I'm going to share one of his dreams today with you. Now, this dream came when he had actually just sadly lost one of his own sons. One of his sons had actually died, and he'd been pretty full of grief about that, and he was coming home late at night very exhausted from all his responsibilities, and he just sat down in his chair by the fire and he drifted off to sleep. And then he tells a story about how then he had this dream, and this was his wonderful dream. In his dream he heard a small cry, and he looked out, and in this sort of swiftly running river he saw a small boy that was actually drowning. This boy could not swim and he was drowning, and he immediately thought, how can I rescue this child? And he's reaching out in the dream to reach out with his arm to rescue the small boy. But this river was going along quite fast, and in the dream he felt himself that he could not swim, just like this little boy. And he's running along the riverbank, keeping an eye on this little boy, and then he looks around and he sees ahead down the riverbank further are 3 children playing themselves. He calls out to them a couple times. He doesn't know if they heard him, and he keeps reaching out to this little boy to try and rescue him and save his life. But he's getting nowhere at saving the boy's life. And then suddenly, as he's reaching out, this little voice behind him of a small child says, "Sir, let us help you." And these 3 small children actually grabbed hold of his legs and his garments, and he was able to let himself go out further, grab hold of the drowning boy's hand, and together they all pulled this boy onto the shore and rescued his life. And then at the end of his dream, he is full of the most extreme happiness, that this happiness emotion actually wakes him up. Wow, he just lies there in bed, pondering the meaning of the dream, and he realizes that there is a message for him in this dream. Now, when he understood the meaning of his dream, he was able to set up an organization that called in children to put aside some pennies every week so that they could help fund and contribute financially to all his organizations, because he had to finance and raise funds continually for his charities, for his orphans, and also he financially supported all his workers, because he had to employ many workers to work in his orphans and also the many ways that they cared for other people. Wow, that dream was such a pivotal dream that he really needed in his life at that moment. It provided a great solution for him of a way that he could continually fund all his charities. Now, I just want to encourage you and challenge you to look at the meaning of your dreams. If you don't understand them, if your dreams just appear wacky to you, then actually find out what your dreams mean. Because how do you know that your dreams are not right there providing you with a very pivotal solution that you're requiring right there in your life? And maybe it's for you individually, for your household or for ones that you are responsible for your charities or for your business, wherever you're at, requiring a solution, look at your dreams. And that's it for me. That's Delwyn Armstrong from whacky.Watch.